I was just going along and I found a stranded boat from a hire company. It seems to be overheating, so we're gonna tow it to a mooring spot where the hire company can get to instead of leaving them in the middle of the river. I'll give you a quick show of what we're towing, what we're doing. I've strapped this boat to the side, just tied it on tight, and now I'm just going to tow it up to a mooring up here, somewhere they can actually moor up, that someone can get to them from the boatyard. Seem a very nice couple, I think from up north somewhere, but you don't expect this as you're going along with a 1,500 or 1,800 pounds you pay to hire a boat for a week. You didn't expect to be towed in with a little tiny boat. We're running actually at 2,000 revs trying to tow this boat. It's like a 45 foot a boat, and obviously Tilly's only 23, so we're having to give it a bit of welly, but we're getting there. I think it's about another 30-40 minutes to this little mooring that I know down here, which has some road access for the boatyard to get to them. It's slow progress. We're probably going along about 3 miles an hour, but I don't want to push my boat. Tilly's a good little cruiser, so I don't want to push her. 3 miles an hour is fast enough to get them there. It's better that we all get there safe and sound. Having 45 foot strapped to the side is not ideal, but you can't leave people stranded. There's a nice couple on the boat. They've got a couple of kids. The poor little dogs, they just have to wait a little bit longer to get off the boat, but we'll get there in the end. At least it's a lovely view as we're going along. Tilly's working hard to pull both boats along, but luckily Tilly's got a fair size engine. Like some of you know, she had a 25 horsepower engine and now she's got a 40, so luckily she's got enough power to pull both of us along. We've been about 25-30 minutes so far, and hopefully we can get them to North Cove mooring. It's a free 24-hour Broads mooring, but there is a road access for the hire boat company to get to them. I'm hoping we should be there in another, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. It's very slow going because we're against the wind and we've got the current against us. The tide's turned, it's on its way out, so none of that is helping, having the wind against us and the current. Problem being, in a minute the mooring is going to be on the left hand side, and obviously this boat is strapped to my right hand side, so I'm going to have to try and turn them round and get them on the side somehow, but we'll give it a go. What's the worst thing what can happen there? You're not going to get on that one. Do you want me to try and get you in there to double moor?
It's up to you.
I can either double moor you or go down to the next one.
It's up to you. You're in charge here.
I'll see if I can get you down to the next one. It's about 20 minutes further down.
Right, okay.
Well, that's a bit of a shame. There's a mooring there. but we can't get them on the mooring, it's full. The next mooring, which is about 20 minutes, so let's wait and see when we get there, and hopefully there is a mooring spot there. Otherwise I'm going to end up towing them all the way into Beccles.
They're going to meet us at the next one.
See, if it was me, I'd move my boat out the way.
If you, yeah. Do you know what? We would probably do the same if, yeah.
But some won't.
I hope you're not in a hurry.
If you get a boat, never be in a hurry. Sometimes you see people get a hire boat, they're in such a hurry to get from A to B. Why? Whereabouts do you come from?
So, originally we're from the Central Belt, but we moved up to the Highlands of Scotland, so we're in Aviemore.
That's where my friend is. I was chatting to him this morning. He's in his camper van.
He's got that straight.
In a minute, when you tell him I'm going to turn, can he turn his rudder forward at the same time?
Okay. When he tells you, you're going to come.
Right, turn your rudder as well.
Okay, come left. Okay, it's full lock.
What?
It's full lock. You want to use bow thrusters? Use bow thrusters. All the way.
Yeah, keep turning you on. Got yours on full lock?
Yeah, full lock left, and he's using the bow thrusters to go that way as well.
Because we're going back that way.
Stop. Then press it again. Spin it round naturally now. Push it over, did you hear it there?
I don't know how soft this landing's going to be.
Nah, we'll see.
I picked up a load of crap. Just let it go round. If you untie me, you're going to drift in to there. I'll just have to get out of your way.
Okay.
Want this untied, John?
Hey, yeah, just loosen it off a bit.
Right, untie me. I'll get out of your way and pull your boat forward. Now,
You want that?
if you undo the front one, can you undo the front rope?
I'm doing it.
All of this.
Oh,
Let's
his-
go.
his-
Not yet,
have to lift the engine out. I'll have to tie up here. I've just towed a couple with their 3 kids to the mooring so Richardson's boat hire company can get to them. It's taken a bit of a while. We're running a bit late now. I think it's about 5:30. I've got about another hour to go to get back to my mooring. Not that I have to get on the mooring particularly. Just find somewhere nice for the dogs to be. Nice bit of wild mooring that they can run around because they've had to endure all this obviously. So that'd be nice for them. They've just had a nice run around on the mooring. I've got the couple on. It was a bit difficult trying to turn their boat round because obviously it's 45 foot a boat and I've only got a 23 foot boat. Trying to use the power of my boat to turn both boats at the same time was a bit tricky because we've obviously got the current and the wind, like I said earlier, I think. But they're there, they're happy. Richardson's boat hire company are coming out to them now. I reckon they'll be there in another hour or so. But where they was in the reeds, the hire company just obviously couldn't get to them very easily. I don't know how they'd do that. I know they had vans drive around to repair the boats, but I'm guessing they'd have to get a boat from somewhere to get to it. So saved everyone a job, and you just can't leave a couple with 3 kids stranded in the reeds. I don't understand why everyone just goes past them and they just leave them, but that's just the way it is. You should always help another boat if you see it that it's stuck or in distress, but people with hire boats just don't, they go past. I know a lot of hire boats, it says they're not supposed to tow another boat and stuff, but if you've got a couple which are stranded, rules are made to be broken sometimes, and that's just the way life is really. You can't just always live by rules. It's like, what we're supposed to do, just leave them there sitting in the reeds? Can't do that. So they're on a nice mooring spot now, free 24-hour mooring. Hopefully the hire company will come down and sort it out pretty quickly for them. I don't know what their problem is, it's overheating, but they also can't switch the engine off. They've turned all the keys off, they've pushed the shut off switches, and the engine just will not shut down. It's just now cooking. I don't understand why the shut off switch is not working, but who am I don't know. I thought the shut off switch was like an emergency switch, like if someone fell overboard you push it and stops the propeller going round and them sort of things, but maybe it's different on hire boats. That's not what it does, I don't know. Shut off switches do not work at all. They have 2 on that boat, one at the front and one at the back, and neither of them work. So I've got the boat to shut down. We've actually turned the fuel switch off, like the pipe going to the engine, it's got a fuel shut off switch on it, so I've just shut that off. I'm guessing the hire company's not going to be very happy because they're probably going to have to drain the system or bleed it or whatever they do, because it's going to have air in it now. But you can't just leave a boat just running, smoking, because it's overheating. It was over 100 degrees their temperature was showing. But the boat's shut down now. It's now the hire company's problem. We're off to find ourselves a nice little wild mooring somewhere. We've just stopped at this little mooring. Can't remember what it's called. Abbey Hall or Abery Hall or something like that it's called. You actually have to pay £5 a night to moor here. But I just wanted to let the dogs off, just let them have a wee. Because they've been on the boat a long time. After towing that boat, it's taken us a while. I will have a walk up and show you the sign. And if you're coming up this way, it says £5 a night. If you want a nice, peaceful, quiet mooring, might be worth you considering. The dogs are loving it. They're just chilling out now that they're on the side, and they can just do whatever. Not that they do much, they're just sitting. But at least they've got the option. Where we are, this is the little sign they've got up. I don't actually know where the hull is, because it's like not much around here, so I don't actually know where you have to go if you want to pay the £5. I'm guessing there's a little pathway up here. I'm guessing it's down there somewhere. I don't actually know where. There's a fence there in the background. I mean, I wouldn't go through and open someone's gate and go into the fence anyway. So I don't know how you'd pay them. There's a stone here with some interesting like carvings in the top. Don't know what that's about. I have no idea. There might be someone out there who knows what it's about. If you do, leave it in the comments below. Don't forget, you can like and subscribe, which is always nice. But this is actually quite a nice little mooring. Maybe they come round later at night or something. That I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. Who knows? But I'll stay here for a little bit, just so the dogs can have a run around. Then I will move on again. They're just having a wander. It's lovely. It's nice and quiet and peaceful. River's looking good today. It's all nice and calm and quiet. The lovely couple that I towed earlier have actually got their boat going. They're going past now, which is lovely. I've pretty much decided just to stay on this mooring where I am tonight and pay the £5 if someone turns up. Just for the sheer fact it's so quiet. I could do the 2.5 miles back down to Beccles, but it's beautiful here. I mean, just listen. It's absolutely nothing. It's quiet. It's peaceful. Well worth £5 in my opinion, just to stay here for the night and have the peace and quiet.